And hello and welcome to this new video of stories, the Path of Destinies. So
He
let's
knew
see.
enough now, he thought. All these truths tumbling around each other in his head. There must be a way to puzzle the pieces together. If he used everything he knew, he could discover a new path to destiny. The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before, and he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
Oh, I know exactly what I should do.
The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting
I
for the
should
rebel base.
go take the Iblis Stone,
They needed a game
go take the core.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely.
Zenobia.
Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion.
Oh, so the game tells me what I'm supposed to do.
Gut feeling that he needed to
Wait, does that mean I can actually get the real ending from the first playthrough? So I have to save Lapino to unlock
Renato
the true
finally
ending.
realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause, and maybe Renato could use that somehow.
Oh. So because I acquired knowledge from my other playthroughs, I get a new.
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on
This is
when
great!
Lapino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
The true ending is not just one mission, it's actually a new playthrough again. My god, this game is great! And to think I only paid $4 for it?
How had they come
Man,
to
I ripped
this?
them off.
They'd been on so many adventures together.
Oh, I forgot this
Lapino had talked
map.
Renato out of prison
Still
at least
great.
4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs. Ooh, wouldn't his gauntlet look swell with that jewel in it?
Yeah. Physical damage? No. Nah, I think my gems are nice, so I keep them. If only I knew more games with the exact same art style.
Renato smash!
Hulk smash! Nice one. Man, I play them all. I really love the art style. And I love the fact that it is really easily possible to make a dark game, but with a colorful art style. I'm getting a mouthful.
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lapino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy
Ouch.
camper. Was his payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Yeah! I mean, honestly, just like Skyward, no, not Skyward Sword. This game fucking sucks. Just like Wind Waker, this game is actually really dark. Wind Waker is also really dark, but unlike Twilight Princess, it doesn't look dark, and thus some people think it's not that dark. Actually, more people think Majora's Mask is way darker. Honestly, the thing with Majora's Mask is you assume it's way darker. Most of the stuff in there is really silly. Like the Lone Range being invaded by aliens. Because, yes, aliens are a thing in the Legend of Zelda universe. In case you didn't know. This is just silly. But there's one thing that's not silly about the Lone Range.
Magical jewel.
It's
couldn't wait to find
if you follow the story about it, the little sister doesn't have the right to drink the milk, okay? But she has the right to drink it. Well, not really milk. I think it's just a drink made with milk. It's probably some kind of beer. She doesn't have the right to drink it until she's old enough. So it's probably some kind of alcohol. But before the end of the world, her big sister allows her to drink it. Come on, I can catch him. Oh, fuck it. What?
Renato remembered a fairy tale his mother had told him about a land where only the apes talked and animals went around without clothes.
Planet of the Apes. So actually I think Majora's Mask is way darker. But yeah, like I said, you assume. You don't really know that. So I have 4? Thank you.
That could be useful.
Yep. I have a new gem? Oh yeah, critical chance. Your attacks have 10% chance to deal double damage. Yeah, I think increase in attack speed is way better. I think I go down the well, but I just want to see if there's any chests.
For a little exploration.
What do you want? Just because I got an upgrade, is that it? Yeah. 40%, man, that's... Maybe I should take it. Yeah. Whee! I'm gonna relive the ring. I should really watch The Ring. The original though, not the Hollywood remakes. Because they're kind of shit.
There were a lot of shiny, smooth, curved with leather, buckles, and kind of smelled, you know what? Never mind. Yes, there was also ore and other useful stuff. Let's focus on that, shall we?
Were you talking about BDSM stuff? I think you were talking about BDSM stuff. The stop time looks great. Ouch.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, the Rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the Rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lapino. At the slightest hint of danger, the Mad Rabbit would take off like a... well, a rabbit. This one looked familiar. Had he lost this one in a card game? Welcome
Dear
back.
Zenobia, how are you enjoying the academy? Your friends must already be flocking around you, no doubt. Here in the palace, things are the same. I have much time to dedicate to my special hobby. He is like, I have been collaborating with Professor Calaveras and his team of experts to investigate the nature of the islands. My gut is telling me that the islands are alive. I think they have a will of their own. Do you hear me, daughter? Our world could be more than floating masses of rock and water. How does that work? I mean, eventually the water has to dry out if it keeps falling in the abyss. But anyway, Professor Calaveras and his boys have made measurements. The island are drifting. Surrounded by the endless sky, it is difficult to notice, but through careful measurements of the wind over long periods of time, they are certain the islands are moving westward. But where to? It may take centuries, millennia, to reach the destination. I have this strange idea. What if the islands are some sort of herd? And that they are deliberately searching for another herd of islands. Can you imagine? New islands with their own inhabitants. The thought that we may not be alone. If only I could live long enough to witness the event. With love, Father. Yeah, but you guys got floating ships, so couldn't you, like, reach any other island? You guys haven't thought about exploring?
Said Renato, but he couldn't hear his enemy's answer.
Lupino, I'm gonna kill you.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lapino. The Rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the Rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The Ravens are coming. Now, I've got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the Rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Lysander III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Ronaldo realized how good an actor Lapino was. No surprise he has been fooled by that traitor. Maybe he should denounce the rabbit, here and now. Put an end to his schemes and get some payback. Why? I know I should not trust him. Maybe?
Me? A traitor? I'm hurt, said Lapino. Why ever would you say that? We found your code book, said Renato. They hadn't, but he hoped Lapino would blow his cover. You got me, said Lapino. And you know what? I don't regret a thing. It's always about you, isn't it? You're the pretty hero. You get the girl, you get the medal, and what do I get? Rabbit
Luigi?
food.
Is that
I
you?
thought you liked rabbit food. Go to hell, said Lapino, and he made a gesture. And 20 ravens came out of nowhere and stabbed Renato to death.
What?
He had tried something bold and paid the price for it.
What a dick!
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2
I have to retry? This doesn't even count as an ending? Come on!
It would be fun to try out that one. And here was a handy workbench.
Not cool, game. Not cool. Wait, I think he didn't even remember my level up. Yes, it did. Why am I not stopping time?
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lapino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice? Once, he found a Superman issue #1 in mint condition in a jar he'd broken. He planned to keep breaking things until he had the whole series.
Okay. I think that's a good reason to break stuff. Maybe. Wait, so Superman is canon in this world? So, humans are canon? I think that reveal kind of bothers me. And I think you didn't
Hack
intend
this
it.
kind of firewall. You had to warm it up to you.
Oh, really? Hack this firewall? Really? Really? Okay, nice one. But still. Elemental resistance. What's that noise? Somebody knock on my door? Doesn't seem like it.
In this chest, there were woodcuts of amazingly beautiful vixens wearing no clothes at all. And something more useful.
Why did I not see that? I want to see that. Ouch.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, the rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lapino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
Pretty good chance to meet you. Still not useful. Wait. Why did you attack?
Could be the new aerobics trait. Am I right?
So, let's try that again.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Lysander III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Okay, so let's go for the core.
Renato felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core. "I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia," he told the rabbit. "Oh, wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia," said the rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Renato. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time. Right. Now, all Renato had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up. It did sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow.
It's gonna work.
Always did.
I mean, it has to. But where are you? Yes, I can craft my last sword.
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
Well, because I already did. I found some ores in some. So that's useful. Can I level it up? Nope, can't level it up.
guys ever eat fresh food? You don't smell like it.
Ouch!
Where was a workbench when you needed one? Oh, never mind.
Yes! Hanzo would like these. Hanzo? Why Hanzo? Oh, isn't that the name of the guy who created the katana in Kill Bill? I think that's what it's referring to.
Had that door been opened before?
Yeah. Hey, where's my gem? Oh.
Gogglers. Bernardo hated gogglers. It was almost impossible to sneak past them. If
They're
one
called
didn't spot
gogglers?
you, another one would.
Ouch.
These things could really use a hand.
What are you doing
I
here?
was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lupino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught. They jumped us. I barely got away. Oh.
Exactly what I wanted.
Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone. Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait. No. The gem would corrupt anyone. Even her. That's
Lupino.
what he thought. Even Lupino. Even though Lupino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to
Exactly.
make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom.
And both will
He
shatter.
was a super genius.
No, it's in Lupino.
This is terrible, Bernardo told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis Stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lupino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lupino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lupino hopped off with the map.
I like this plan. me some gems. Or maybe the gems can only be upgraded to level 3. Yeah, all my gems are level 3. Maybe that's the maximum. What the? What magic?
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek.
Yeah,
how soft.
you already said that.
He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. "Did you really think you could capture me?" Heard a familiar voice. "I just wanted to chat," said Renato. "Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice, someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods." That's a vicious lie. He wants to
Actually,
bring
no.
them back. That's crazy. Why would anyone? They could make him immortal, an eater of souls. And with that, her
Yeah, but
eyes
how
widened.
can you be immortal
She understood.
if you
Renato
feed
told
on
her how he
souls?
rescued a priest whose order had been massacred.
When
How he
everybody's
slept in a
dead,
burnt village.
there are no
At
more
midnight,
souls, so
The Emperor's
you are
victims
going
had
to
come to
die.
him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses. You can't prove that. I've got a witness at the observatory.
Yeah, but you know what happened. So, are we going there? Right now? No. Yes? You didn't let me make a choice.
He
What
couldn't
is
tell
because
her
I already
not yet
did
why he was really
by sending
there.
Lapino.
He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father
Oh.
blew himself and Lapino up.
Okay.
So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. "Any of this ring a bell?" he said. "He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you," said Renato. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Probably, certainly, I think, I guess, let's hope, for the last video of Stories, The Path of Destinies. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Come on, get it up. Get up.